Com. Let's go to Christina Layla at the Gateway Pundit. She reports that the 78-year-old Joe Biden struggled to speak through his prepared remarks on the 500,000 COVID deaths. Biden looks like he was about to collapse. He could barely enunciate his words. Old Joe could barely read his note card. Watch.
Each day, I receive a small card in my pocket that I carry with me in my schedule. It shows the number of Americans who have been infected by or died from COVID-19. Today we mark a truly grim, heartbreaking milestone. 500,071 dead. That's more Americans who have died in 1 year in this pandemic than in World War I, World War II, and the Vietnam War combined.
Then during his speech, it seemed like Joe was suffering from a mini stroke as he could barely get out the words, "These milestones no longer mark our national mourning." Watch.
The only way to spare more pain and more loss, the only way, these milestones no longer mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark our national mourning.
So sad to watch that happen in real time. We've got another clip here. At one point, he leans forward and he feigns emotion. Watch.
The day will come when the memory of the loved one you lost will bring a smile to your lips before a tear to your eye. It will come, I promise you. My prayer for you, though, is that they will come sooner rather than later. And that's when you know you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And for me, the way through sorrow and grief is to find purpose.
That was a little creepy, to say the least. I don't know. So we got an image here. You can see on the screen that Biden, his wife Jill, Kamala Harris, and her husband then held a moment of silence surrounded by 500 candles. They state that this is something you would normally see in China. Joe Biden has been deteriorating before our eyes, though, for quite some time now. In the video I'm about to show you, this compilation, it's absolutely apparent when simply referring to numbers and data provided to him by his handlers that his deterioration is ongoing. Watch.
Chip in and support our campaign. Text Joe 23303. 2330330. 2 days ago. Actually, not 2 days ago, Saturday. It seems like 2 days ago.
We're about to launch a 6-day, actually 8 days.
Sometimes I wake up and I think it's 1920 and not 2020.
And we did that in 1976. And it was struck, too fast. Backing up here. 2014.
And I guess it was 4, 5, 6 days ago. I can't even remember now. I'm losing track of time. Who in God's name needs 100 rounds and a bullet? And now we have over 120 million dead from COVID. 1 trillion, 400 billion. 161,000 brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, grandparents lost. It would put 720 million women back in the workforce. Nobody says you can have a magazine with 100 clips in it, 100 bullets in it. We protect geese more than we protect. No joke. You can only have three shotgun shells. Go to Joe 303. 2330 2303330 and help me in this fight. Thank you very much.
There's no question he needs help in that fight, the fight for his life, as we continue to chronicle the deterioration of Joe Biden right here.
All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to the Akim pushing this truth and sincerity by Shimmer Kakodash. As you see, this is Creepy Joe, and basically he's deteriorating. He's he's getting up there in age. You know, either he's suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia, or who knows? Maybe it's all the blood he drinks. And all the pedophilia. Who knows? But this is the man, okay, who made the earth to tremble. This is the nation, okay, that basically ruled the earth, man. You know, these are the people that have ruled the world, okay, by left hand means, okay, by spiritual power on the left hand side, okay. These are the basest of men, and they are just men, although they try to proclaim that they are God. They are just men, and it seems that America can do any worse, by picking Donald Trump and then this guy. You know, they can't do no better. I should say that, it seems like they can't do. There's nothing better. There's no other better choices. But these two guys, as of late, you know, all this stuff, all this, data, these numbers and stuff like that. He can't speak them because they're a bunch of lies. Okay, all the numbers is just it's just they fluctuate, they change, but in reality we don't see, okay, all what they're saying. There's no morgues packed up, there's no cemeteries and whatnot that are full. It's just not there. So of course they're gonna forget, what they're saying. And all these damn speeches. It was to the point when the Rona first hit, they were having a press conference, every other day. Okay, and they can't even speak. They can't even get out. He can't even get out the speech right. Let me start here. This is Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. Okay, they have trusted in their wickedness. They believe that they're gonna get away. That their teleprompters and their crafty speeches and their crafty counsel, that people are just gonna eat it up. But there's an election according to grace. Okay, they sees through the madness. Okay, but they've trusted in their wickedness. They believe that no one sees them, but they don't know, or they forgot, because the Most High is in none of their thoughts. That Yahweh Bashem Yahushai sees them. They think that the Lord is on their side. That's how much pride they have. It says, thy wisdom, thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. Okay, and yes, they have wisdom, they have knowledge. Okay, the scriptures say they are wiser than Daniel, but it has perverted them. Okay, and this guy, okay, there's talks of pedophilia. There's talks of him and other elites, are into sex rituals and whatnot, and you know they believe that they get power from Satan for doing all those things, but it's perverting them. Look at what's her name, Hillary Clinton, and her little convulsions that she has. And they say that's from drinking blood.
Strong's H7725. Shuv.
Right. What does it say here? It says to turn back from God, apostatize, to turn away from the Most High. Okay, turn back from evil. To show turning, apostatize, to lead away enticingly. Right. Their knowledge, it has basically turned them away from the Most High. Okay, they are rejected. Okay, they're rejected from the Lord. Turn away, face, turn toward, turn against. Okay. right? The wisdom and their knowledge that hath perverted them. Okay, it has made them turn far away from the Heavenly Father. They have digged a pit, okay, and they're gonna fall into it. Okay, all their NWO, okay, all their wickedness that they have done from the inception, you know, of America, it hath perverted them. You know, it says, "Now has said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me." And they believe that, you know, they're gonna go on ruling the earth, and no one else is, you know, and they're gonna be the virgin forever. But that's not the case. The Lord is speedily coming upon them, and it will recompense, you know, their wickedness upon their head. It says, let me get this. I don't want to make this too long. This Isaiah 47 and 13. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels, right? They are wearied in the multitude of thy counsels, man. All the advice you have received has made you tired. Okay? And he does look tired. You know, he's losing track of time. You know, he said, you know, he can't get a speech out. You know, he's either drunk or you know, he's just old and decrepit. Okay, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Okay, and all their witches on the left-hand side, you know, their astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, they're not going to save them from the things that are coming upon them. Okay, because, you know, the scripture says, is there any more wisdom in Teman? Because the Lord's slowly pulling back the veil. They're being exposed. See, they worked, you know, these Edomites worked for a long time in the cut, you know, behind the scenes. You know, they're like the Wizard of Oz. And when you pull back the curtain, you're like, whoa, you know, is this the person? You know, is this the Wicked Witch? You know, but they're wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. They're getting tired. They're getting tired from all these press conferences, having to lie. You know, Dr. Fauci, they you know, he stopped going. Supposedly he had a beef with Donald Trump. You know, it's really because, you know, people start asking questions and then, you know, they have to answer it, and they get tired of lying. They don't want to be up there, you know, giving medical advice and whatnot. You know, all these, you know, witches on the left hand side, they're just getting tired. They're getting tired of the hoax, but you know, nonetheless, they are the wicked, and they're going to perpetrate these lies. You know, everything from the Capitol insurrection, you know, to the C-19, to the social distancing, to the masks, to all the propaganda concerning the virus. You know, the jab. You know, everything that they're doing, they're getting wearied, and their councils are getting tired. You know. Right, but their wisdom and their knowledge has perverted them. You know, they think that they're you know, that they got it all. That they're never going to see any trouble. But that's not the case. This is Isaiah 14. Let me get this. This is Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Okay. Let's get this word Lucifer.
Strong's H 1966. Haleo.
Right, Lucifer, light bearer. Okay. It says the king of Babylon and Satan, figuratively speaking. Okay. Now, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Okay. And we know that Esau, okay, you know, basically, you know, he answers to the spiritual demon Satan. And these Edomites have been given light, okay, on the left-hand side. You know, they call themselves the Illuminati. They are the enlightened ones. They're Luciferians. You know, How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Okay, and their light and their power is waning. It's starting to give out. They're like a light bulb that is starting to flicker, just like Joe Biden in all his wickedness. The wickedness has perverted them. Their wisdom and their knowledge has driven them insane, because a lot of the things that they're doing behind the scenes is really just jacking them all up. Okay, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Now, this is also speaking about, in Isaiah's times, the king of Babylon, but it's figuratively speaking about the king of the future king of Babylon, figuratively speaking, which is what? America. And speaking and it's essentially speaking about the elites and the Illuminati, and they are luminaries. Joe Biden, Trump, all Kamala Harris, Clinton, Bush, even Obama. Okay, they are the Illuminati. They are the so-called light bearers. They are the free thinkers. Okay, and sarcastically put, they profess to have intellectual enlightenment. But it's all wickedness. It's all evil. The knowledge that they have and the wisdom, it's all bent on destroying the earth and destroying the people and subjugating them by wicked means. And they use all manner of wicked means to weaken the people, to weaken the nations, by their philosophies, by their tariffs, their sanctions, their taxes, their credit, and their philosophies, man. But they're falling, America is falling out of power. It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. Okay. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. Right. They've always thought, to have the rulership, okay, exceed any rulership ever seen on the face of the earth. It says, I will sit upon the mountain of the congregation. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And that's basically speaking of the mountain of the congregation is the Israelites. Okay. And the sides of the north is speaking about America. Okay, this is prophetically and figuratively speaking of the elites. Okay, that they're ascended up into into a rulership, into a that is above the Israelites, and the Israelites are the sons of the Most High. In the sides of the north, which is what here in North America. They have purposed in their heart, in their minds, to be above all the other nations, and we're supposed to be above all other nations. According to Deuteronomy 76, it says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Right. Them ascending above the heights of the clouds is their space stations, their satellites. Okay. They have like a bird's eye view of the earth. And you see that in that movie, Snowden. That's a good movie to watch. They got cameras out there in outer space. They are above the clouds. And not even in outer space, because they can't even go that high. They've lied that they say they've gone to the moon, but nonetheless they've tried to ascend to the highest parts, of the atmosphere, and they want to be like the Most High. They want to, they have satellites that look at the whole world. They have cameras and they can see it all. They have like a bird's eye view. You see, it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Right. They're going to be brought down to the lowest of the low. Okay. The scriptures say that we're going to chain them and then throw them in a pit. Okay. They shall be there for many days and then they shall be visited. So they're going into slavery. They're going into captivity. They're not going to no longer be, the elites, the Illuminati. The Lord's taking away the light. You see, the scriptures say the light of the wicked, how often is it put out? Roughly paraphrasing. And that's what you're seeing. Guys like him, guys like Trump. Trump's in the background. He just dipped out the back. He did his purpose. He's probably on on an island somewhere with Jeff Epstein and this guy, Joe Biden. Okay, and you already know what they do. It says, "Get thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." That's all going to end, because a heavy judgment is coming upon these devils. They're not going to be no more, in rulership. They're not going to be no more the hammer of the earth. Okay, it says, this is the last scripture I want to get. Okay, Lord willing, this be edifying. I just wanted to, go into this little video clip. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee. Okay, and when I saw this video, you can't help but look at him. Look at these devils and how they look.
Strong's H 7688. Shagash.
To gaze, stare. What does it say down here? To peep. Yeah, I was peeping them out. Glance sharply at. Look narrowly, right? Glance sharply at. You're looking at him like, what's going on with this guy? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, right? You consider their works. You consider what they're about. Once you come into the truth, you understand their latter end. Okay, it tells you that in the book of Psalms, saying, "Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?" Okay, you narrowly look, you glance, you stare. Okay, at these Edomites, man. And not only him, you got other ones, man. You got brothers brothers got that sign that says the wicked. You got all these decrepit, pasty, handicap, you know what I'm saying? Wheelchair bound, red devils, that basically rule the earth. And you look at them and you're like, man, these are the guys that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms. This nation, this race. These are the guys, man. They tell you that if you don't put a mask on, you can't go into the store. These are the guys that shoot you down. Okay. And get recorded and get blasted all over social media and don't do a day in jail. These are the guys that pass laws that are unjust. Okay, these are the guys that had a whole nation, the nation of Israelites, in slavery. These are them dudes, man. These are the wicked that control the earth, that control the media, the press, okay, the earth, the land, the water, the air. These are the people that can tell you to stay in your house, or if you come out, you get arrested. These are the people that want to put you into re-education camps and want to jab you, want to put a mark in you, want to subjugate you. That made the world as a wilderness, that destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. You see, after everything they've done, they believe that they can sit, okay, and continue to govern the world. But no, the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. They're never going to be famous. They're never going to be given their credit. What does it say?
Strong's H 7121. Kara.
Right. Renowned. They're never going to be famous. They're never going to get, glory. They're never going to get glory, man. The Lord's going to cast them out of this rulership, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to filter that little video through the scriptures, man. This is the man, you know. This is the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms, man. This decrepit, old, just horrible. You know, they age horribly and they smell. You know what I'm saying? The Edomites, when they don't take a shower, they reek. You know, but nonetheless, you know, the Lord's going to take them out of power, man. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. All right, so with that, I want to say shalom.